Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Water Sampling Team Podcast. My name is Shun, and here with me is my teammate Safwan the Kid.
Hello.
So, what do you think was an area that we had a lot of trouble in building the OSB?
Definitely working with the motors and getting the controller to work with it like a motor controller.
What are some of the failures that came up with the motor?
At first, we used the Arduino motor shield. We purchased it off of the regular Arduino site, but for whatever reason, like after 2 weeks of testing, we were unable to get it to work. We had to rebuy a bunch of motor controllers, and then we decided on the L298.
So, what did we do to address the failures?
So, what we did was we tried to get our act together in terms of the wiring and all that, and we created a set plan and followed the schematic as closely as possible. And this basically meant spending 3 hours just trying to make it so that it would be perfectly aligned, and we had a set system on how we were going to wire this, despite the fact that there would be almost like 20 or 30 wires just flying out everywhere. We knew exactly what we were looking at, and then we knew how to wire this on a breadboard.
Okay, so what was the ending result of the whole challenge?
The end result of what we ended up creating with it is we ended up still making a bit too much of a mess for it to really be comprehensible. So every single time we have to spend 20 minutes essentially seeing if the wiring was able to stay put. And because there are so many components put together, it's hard for the Arduino to, I guess, recognize it. Every single time there's a new connection problem or a new issue that comes around that we wouldn't have the day before, and we would have to address it almost immediately. So it's always a challenge to do that. And what we ended up doing at the, especially near the end, is it didn't go over too well, and we ended up just attaching it just to the motors because the Arduino Mega couldn't, for some reason, stop working. We had to purchase a new one. But I mean, we got through at least over the rocky terrain for it.
Okay, well, thank you for the insight into our OSB troubleshooting. Hope you enjoyed our podcast.